Hello friends and subscribers, welcome back to Daniel's Tech World here on YouTube. My name is Daniel Rosell. So today we're going to be talking about labeling your optical media, whether we're talking about CDs, DVDs, Blu-rays or M-Discs, and what is the best way to label them and what's not. So if like me you love dearly your label makers, you might be very tempted to use them to create labels and affix them onto the disc. But this is what you don't want to do because of the fact that if you look at the cross section, these are very wafer thin, and on a DVD the data is stored kind of in the middle of the disc if you're looking at it cross section. So the concern with label making is that the label will peel off, the adhesive will delaminate the disc surface, and that will destroy the data. On a CD it's actually more risky because the data is right near the top. The Canadian Conservation Institute has a great little page showing the different engineerings of the discs. So what you can do instead is pick up one of these permanent disc markers. If you grew up in my era, you probably remember seeing these in stores. Not just regular Sharpies, although some people say they're fine. It's a debate I don't really particularly care about. But if you want to be safe, this one says it's safe for any CD, DVD surface, and it's water-based and it's permanent. What you can do if you still really want to use your labels is here's kind of a system I've devised. This was my first ever M-Disc, hence it's the reference M-Disc. And you can label the jewel case, right? So that's what I've done here. And so it's not actually on it. One thing you could do, you can see I wrote on this M-Disc A013. So that's kind of if you're using a something like VVV to label your media, you could say on the front A013 equals, you know, YouTube videos, January 2020, or this was 0522. You can see I've wrote here on the where verbatim kind of give you lines to write. I think that's fine personally, but some people say to be really safe, you want to only write here where there's no data being stored underneath this transparent part in the center of the disc. The thing is that it's a little bit hard to do that. This marker is kind of crap. It's really at the end of its day. But you can see I can if you want to get a fine tipped one, it would be easier. You can kind of write A013 or YouTube. I tried to write here, let me just put down the marker. I tried to write here YouTube 0522, which is my very simple system. It's month and dates, and that hasn't really worked. But you know, if you got a better marker, that'll do the job. Basically, don't put in labels. Not only is there the concern of delamination, it can destabilize the disc, even though it's a minute weight. So you're better off using a marker, an old to-go marker. I think it's fine to write here, but if you're really concerned, just go on the do your writing on the inset, and don't do those print-on things because you're just creating even a bigger surface for potential delamination. So you want to avoid those at all costs. Thanks for watching, guys. Until the next time, have a good day.